What you see when what you see. The original G rhyming on top. To be, they love, see me. That, yeah, that right there, that's from my childhood, my teenage years. I don't know if y'all remember Old Dirty Bastard or ODB. Wu Tang is for the children. If y'all remember that, he ran up on stage. Um, was that the Grammys or something like that? Wu Tang didn't win or something like that, but he had to get up there and let all of y'all know. You just needed to know Wu Tang is for the children. Like, he bought a really expensive suit and he wanted to let people know that Wu Tang is for the children. Now, with all of that confusion that just happened just now, that is how I feel about the political climate right now. It is just madness. It is. You couldn't write a better what graphic novel or action thriller. All of those TV shows where they the White House is under siege. This is happening. That's happening. It's like the United States, even though I don't want it to happen, I don't want to have a wheelbarrow of dollar bills that will equal two slices of bread. But that's how things are going. There's so much political turmoil here in the United States that we're going down the drain to countries that we consider third world countries where in some of those places, once their type of financial currency collapsed, it turned to chaos. It was commonplace to see people eating out of dumpsters. Like, oh, well, they're eating out of dumpsters. Like, oh, that is terrible. It's like, yeah, it is terrible because that's a neurosurgeon that's eating out of the dumpster here in this third world country. That's the best of the best right there. And they have to stoop down to that level. What's going to happen out here in the United States once all of these different possibilities happen? Civil war or a fracturing or states leaving the union. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense that keeps people confused. They're just constantly, every 4 years, everything has to ramp up. But they, no one is focusing on what they need to focus on. No one is focusing on the Father. No one is focusing on the blessings that they have today, that they were able to get up. They were able to take a breath. They were able to, for those that can see, they were able to see. For those that are able to hear, they were able to hear. Those able to taste, taste. Those able to touch, touch. But everybody's concerned on what's happening in politics. I open up YouTube or X or Twitter or whatever it's called, and that's all that anyone is talking about. Everyone's so consumed with, oh, Trump got shot. What does it mean? Was it another person? Was there someone on a water tower? Was this person MK Ultra, the Secret Service, DEI hires, and why are all the Secret Service agents shorter than the president? It's all planned chaos. It's ridiculous. So now that wasn't enough. Like all the court stuff that he had to go through, bullet whizzing past his ear, that wasn't enough. Now it's, oh, the other guy, Biden, he's not resigning. He's staying strong. He is resigning, and He's not endorsing Kamala Harris. He is endorsing Kamala Harris. And he had a problem with her when when they were in Congress. She had a problem with him. Well, when she was still Indian, she didn't have a problem with him when he was swearing her in. That's when she was Indian. But when she put on her African American hat, that's when things changed, where all of his past racism affected her, even though it gave her a job out there in California where she was able to put people away for life sentences based on the crime bill that he was so proud of writing and got Clinton to push it through. He's like, I wrote that crime bill, the Clinton crime bill. Like, that's on me. Right, Robert Byrd? Yeah. His buddy. Obama and Hillary Clinton's favorite person, Robert Byrd. They loved him so much. It's just ridiculous. Like how this is affecting not only our country but the world, because the United States, no matter how you feel, the United States is what makes the world turn now. We're the superpower that's collapsing. Everybody's looking. Oh, Rome was a superpower, then it collapsed, and then this place and that place and that place and Kemet and all of that. It all just spiraled down the drain. Then what's supposed to happen? What is next? Who knows? What's going to be the next place that rises up out the ashes? Should any of us care? Or should we be focused on what we need to do to protect our families and to be able to survive with no matter what goes on? You got to have people, got to grow food, got to raise animals. And that's pretty much it. Hey, everything that goes on out there, granted, you get pissed off on the policies that people put forward because it doesn't make sense. Like, why is abortion still a thing when it doesn't need to be? Like, oh, replacement theory. There's no, we don't have enough people to replace the people that are dying, but we still want to be able to abort babies. Like, no, you should respect yourself, not do the dirt that you do, be safe about what it is that you're doing, and then everything will go right. Accept the responsibility that you put yourself in. I had to accept the responsibility that I put myself in. Abortion wasn't an option. No, not at all. I would have loved to have gotten married at that time because that was something that hurt me. That was what I was mostly ashamed of because I didn't want to be like my father. That's the whole thing right there. I didn't want to disappear and be a deadbeat dad, which I don't even know the story. If he was being a deadbeat dad or if he got pushed away, maybe my grandmother, my aunt, my mother pushed him away and said, "You will not be around him and his mother." I don't know that. Or maybe he just ran away. I don't know. I'll never know. They might be able to tell me what happened back then from their perspective, but from what I know now, he has passed on. So that's going to be something lost to the history books. That's going to be something that I'm not going to be able to tell my sons. But I am going to be able to tell my sons about me. I am keeping my sons close to me because of all the chaos that's going on out in the world. I have to do that. I have to change the trajectory of what is going on around me. I have to be that foundation for my family, for my sons, for my wife, for my camp, for my tribe, for everyone that I come in contact with. I have to be that foundation so they're not losing their crap about what's going on in Washington, D.C., all that nonsense over there, all the ridiculous rulings and laws that are coming out. You want to have a pride parade? Oh yeah, everyone can be naked and children are there and you can do whatever you want. All this debauchery. We read about this a couple of times in the Bible. That Sodom and Gomorrah, ooh, uh, that was some bad stuff. But nobody wants to pay attention to it. Nobody wants to admit that, oh, that is the pathway that we are going down. Whenever anybody speaks about it, they're like, oh, you're one of those crazy fundamentalist Bible people. Am I really? Like, y'all always call people Hitler whenever they show some type of focus or direction and say, oh, look at the past is going to repeat itself. Is it really? But then you don't show actual history, you just show your feelings. We spoke about that in a video not too long ago, actually last week. You let your feelings get involved in all of this stuff. No logic, all emotions. No facts, all fiction. That's what's tearing this country apart. People need that real reality check. They need to hit that rock bottom. Watch Fight Club. You'll understand what hitting rock bottom is. Your rock bottom might not look like that. Your rock bottom might be somebody's top floor. But nobody can handle what's actually going on. Everyone can complain. Everyone can say that, oh, that's my president. That's not my president. Who is your Messiah? That's a better question. Who is your creator? Who is your guidance? I hope it's no man on this earth. Because if it is, you're going to have a lot to answer to once your time is done. That's going to be a major problem for you. I hope you can figure that out. Y'all have a blessed day. Get out there, pray, figure out who you need to be, how strong you need to get, and what you need to do to deal with all of this this white noise, this static that's going on in the world. Because it can confuse you and blind you from the target. And that's your salvation. Repent.